Now, number 10 uses the accounting equation again, but it's going to give you the information and you need to identify, just like you did on the reverse of 9. So 9 gave you the information by accounts, and you had to come up with what was it associated with. Now it's giving you what it's associated with, and you have to identify the accounts and the values. So let's start off with this one. A, the owner invests $62,000 in cash. So cash is here, and investment comes over here on common stock. So 62,000, all right? Now B is another transaction. The company paid 19 in cash for rent. So this is going to be a negative 19. See, enter decreases to account balances with a minus sign. So minus 1900. Now this is going to be an expense, right? So we're going to bring that over here. But these are tricky. You already have the minus sign here, so you're going to put the $1,900 as an absolute value. Oops. Okay. So now it's already done the balancing for you, right? It's taken 62 minus 1900, and that's that. 6200 minus 1900. So these should all be balancing right now. Remember, assets equals liabilities plus equity. So both sides of the equation have to balance out. The company purchased 15,000 of additional equipment on credit. Okay, so we have an outflow of 15K and a credit increase of 15K. So in this, we're going to have, it's all on credit. So actually, we're going to put 15,000 on the equipment, and the credit is going to be accounts payable. Okay, so in this case, equation still matches. D, the company completed work for a client, immediately collected $1,800 in cash. So cash is increasing, so we're going to put $1,800 in cash. And since we did work for a client, we sold something, we're going to put $1,800 in revenues. E, let's see if we can keep E just right there. There we go. No, not quite. E. All right. E, the company completed work for a client and sent a bill for $8,100 to be received within 30 days. So this bill is an invoice. That's a receivable for $8,100 to receive within 30 days. So this is a receivable, $8,100. And we're going to put that receivable, actually, we sold work. We performed work, so that's $8,100 here. Okay. F, oh, this is going to be tricky. So F is company purchase, so that's money going out the door, additional equipment. So, and they paid $6,800 in cash. Now this one might seem a little strange because this is all going to happen on one side of the equation, all within assets, because you're reducing cash and you're increasing equipment, right? So it's an asset transfer. That's $6,800. So this is going to be minus 6,800 and plus 6,800 on the asset side, nothing else on the other side of the equation. Now G, the company paid an assistant $3,800 cash as wages for the month. So that's a cash outflow. That's a reduction in cash. And it's for wages, which is an expense, arguably. It could be considered a payable, but we don't have wages payable here. So we just have expenses, and it was for the month. So we'll make it simple. This is just an expense for $3,800. So cash out for $3,800. Cash out for $3,800. This is right here, minus 3,800. And we're going to make this just like we did above this. The minus is already there, so we're just going to put 3,800. Okay. All right, so we got 3 more to go. H. The company collected $4,100, so that's increase in cash as a partial payment for the amount owed by the client in transaction E. The company collected. Oh, okay. This is the receivable. Okay. So the receivable here, they paid $4,100 of it. So we're going to add cash of 4,100 and we're going to subtract cash or AR or accounts receivable of 4,100. So now they only owe 4,000. Right? The company paid $15,000 to cash to settle the liability created in section C or in transaction C. So this liability of $15,000 is going away and it goes out of cash. So out of cash is 15,000. So minus 15,000. And we're going to zero out the payable that we owe. So that's a minus $15,000. Okay. And lastly, J. The company paid $1,000 cash and dividends to the owner. So cash is going down by 1,000 and it's a dividend to the owner. So let's do that. $1,000. This is a minus 1,000. And this should be, it's already got the minus there. So we're just putting in 1,000 right here. Okay. So now you can tally these things up, right? So let's just bring up the Excel real quick. So on this side, we've got plus 39,400 plus 4,000 plus 21,800. That's your assets. On the other side of the equation, this is not going to work very well. Let's move this over just a tad. We can? No, we can't. Let's see if we can copy. No, we can't copy those. Let's move the Excel file a little bit. Okay, let's move the Excel file so we can see the numbers there. Okay, so this is the other side of the equation, right? So we're going to do a plus 6,200, 62,000 minus 1,000 plus 9,900 minus 5,700. 65.2. So both sides of the equation equal, and we should be good. So let's double check this. Put that there. Put this here. Okay. Check my work. Oh, I got it wrong. Got one wrong somehow. Although all looks right. What did I get wrong? Oh, what happened there? Okay, my bad. I jumped the gun a little bit. I didn't break it down. So the owner invested $62,000 in cash in the company, along with $23,000 of equipment. Okay, I missed this one. You guys should have let me know as I was started this thing. I've been wrong the whole time. All right, so the reality is that the owner invested $85,000 in cash. So I missed something. So I got cash of 62, the equipment, turn to question. The equipment should be $23,000, and that makes this one not 62, but $85,000. Now, we balanced before, and so you'd be scratching your head thinking, why am I wrong? But you have to reread the problem and identify where you made the mistake, right? So I found it pretty quickly because I realized I didn't catch the $23,000 in additional investment. So now if I check my work, I should now have everything correct. That's number 10.